Hello guys and gals, Chuck from Alaskan Ballistics here. We are going over the Sig V-Crown 200 grain. I've already done a nice video that a lot of you have watched on this out of the Glock 30. So now we're going to do it out of my Glock 21. Glock 21. And here's the Sig V-Crown. I've only got 11 of these left, so I'll probably do 5 through the chronograph and 1 into the water jugs. Maybe a little bit more into the chronograph, we'll see. And that's the Sig V-Crown 200 grains. Typically these get around what the box says or a little bit better on average. There's usually a low flyer and a high flyer, and the average is a little bit better than what the box says. So 918, 374. That was the case out of the Glock 30, so I'm hoping they get a little bit higher than that. They're not a plus P rated ammunition, so they're not getting a whole lot of energy, but they seem to mushroom nice in the test that I do. I know some people say they don't do well in clothing. There's plenty of videos out there for that. This is for about the speed and the chronograph, and are they getting the velocity that they are supposed to. 200 grain Sig V-Crown Glock 21, old police trade-in gun. Got it back in the standard formation. Before I put this back in the 45 Super in the spring, let me know what ammo you want me to test out of it. Sig V-Crown 200 grain. Got 8 shots in here. Glock 21. Here we go. Not bad, averaging right around 1,000. Check out the add-up slide. Now we're going to shoot some water jugs with this ammo. Sig V-Crown 45 auto, 200 grain jacketed hollow point, using the Glock 21. We got an average muzzle velocity of 1,008.49 feet per second. We got an average muzzle energy of 451.779 foot-pounds of energy. Pretty good, better than what box said. If you like my testing, this week's shout out goes to Figlar United. Figlar United does denim tests with water jugs. It's a pretty cool little channel. Go check him out. Make sure you like and subscribe to him as well. Glock 21, Sig 200 grain V-Crown ammunition, 45 auto. It's not plus P rated, standard pressure rated. We have a watermelon and 3 water jugs lined up, and we're going to see what it does. One of those personal sized watermelons they charge an arm and a leg for here in Alaska. Let's see how it does. Load it up, and here we go. I got 2 shots of this left. Hopefully I make it on the first shot here. Well, looks like it did pretty well. Let's see if we can find the bullet. Might have pulled right just a little bit. Pulled left just a little bit, actually. Let's see what we can do. Well, looks like it did pretty well. Let's see if we can find the bullet. The results of the watermelon versus the Sig V-Crown. Looks like we got it in the second, or in the first water jug here rather. And it looks like in there that I see a nice expanded bullet and a jacket in there as well, separated. Now, to be fair to this ammo, I was going to shoot this earlier, but it got snowed out. And so the watermelon had been frozen and unfrozen in my car for weeks when I never had turned the heat on the front floorboard. So there might have been some frozen pieces of watermelon as far as frozen pieces in the water jug itself. So that could cause jacket separation. But hey, hitting a frozen piece is like hitting bone. So anyway, maybe not quite like hitting bone. Anyway, let me fish it out of the jug for you guys and gals, and we will look at this bullet. Okay, so we did have jacket separation. I know a lot of us don't like to see that, and it's debatable sometimes, but I'm pretty sure it hit some frozen parts of the watermelon on the inside, or some frozen pieces of the water jug. Although I thought I'm pretty good. It's the first time I've had jacket separation from a Sig V-Crown in one of these tests. They've usually stayed together pretty well. Still a big bullet. It's going to be over a ½ inch. Oh, almost 3/4 of an inch or so. And the jacket separating will obviously cause a separate wound channel. It did penetrate the water jug pretty well, knocked all the water out of it. Just a beautiful looking bullet there. Would cut you in a heartbeat. You don't want to get hit by that. Okay guys, like and subscribe, and make sure you support all gun channels in the Second Amendment.